Napoleon was involved in conversation with a colonel. "You must have few years under your belt," exclaimed Napoleon. "I'm sure I have lived 60 or 70 years," replied the colonel. "You mean to say," Napoleon continued, "you have not kept the track of the years you have lived by?" The colonel promptly replied, "Sir, I always count my money, my shirts, my horses. But as for my years, sir, I don't know anybody who wants to steal them, and I shall surely never lose them. How true. Our years, our age, our heritage remains with us. Udgam School for Children has turned 50. 50 years old or 50 years young? Surely 50 years young. Well, good cities need good schools, and Udgam has most certainly lived its reputation. Sincere thanks to those mighty pillars. A glad welcome to you all this morning to the Annual Teachers Conference 2015. I am Priti Sakhadeo, Supervisor, Middle Section. We begin the day with a prayer by Miss Gopi, Miss Nirzari, Miss Ami, with Mr. Bharatbhai on tabla.
अखंड मंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। मेरे मन के अंधतमस में ज्योतिर्मयी उतरो। मेरे मन के अंधतमस में ज्योतिर्मयी उतरो। अभिनव चंदन कहाँ यहाँ देवों का नंदन मलयाचल का अभिनव चंदन मेरे उर के उजड़े मन करुणामयी विचरो। मेरे तमस में ज्योतिर्मयी उतरो। मेरे मन के अंधतमस में ज्योतिर्मयी उतरो। नहीं कहीं कुछ मुझ में सुंदर काजल सा काला ये अंतर। नहीं कहीं कुछ मुझ में सुंदर काजल सा काला ये अंतर। प्राणों के गहरे गेबर में ममतामयी विहरो। मेरे मन के अंधतमस में ज्योतिर्मयी उतरो। मेरे मन के अंधतमस में ज्योतिर्मयी उतरो। ज्योतिर्मयी उतरो। ज्योतिर्मयी उतरो।
Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Mobile mania, please keep your cell phones switched off. Games may be played later. Well, the notepads need to be used for taking notes. Do take some. Thank you all. Any project, be it a small one that our students do, or be it as big as the school that we are, goes by the steps like conception, planning, execution, and review. Our Chief Executive Director, Sri Manan Choksi, is reviewing the year gone by for all of us.
Good morning. So we have a slight change of schedule because of some events unforeseen. So we'll be going with the plans that we'll be presenting just after I finish a short speech. Then we'll be having a few external speakers. We'll be having our trustees will be coming up by 10 o'clock or so. So are you ready for a eventful day? Good. Let us think about the year gone by before we plan for the upcoming year. I thought that I'll start with a few events or developments that had happened since we last met in the same place. We had in 2014, in February, which is not exactly 1 year before, but it is more than that, about 14 months before, we inaugurated our auditorium. That auditorium took about 2 years from like start, designing to delivery. And it was one of the big achievements because it was the biggest investment by square feet, by amount, like money put in as in non-teaching facility. So we have built lot of classrooms. In fact, we have added 50% of our school is added in last 2 years, 50%, 3 years maybe. So in 50 years, half of the school was built. If you see by the number of classes, number of facilities was built in last 3 years. We did auditorium was the first thing which was non-teaching, non-classroom, and it was so big. It took us 2 years. But since then, life has gone very fast. Things have been developed. Let me give you a few points. We started a new building. We started a whole new building, which is 5 classrooms on each floor and about 4 floors, 5 floors of them, 4 floors to be precise. So that's about 20 rooms. That is as good as a small school. A new school dreams to start with 20 classroom in the first year. We started last year. We had an elevator for the first time in the school. Now, while it seems an elevator is a small thing, but it is a major fundamental shift that we are trying to provide is upgradation of infrastructure. Of course, the reason of doing an elevator was more due to municipal laws, not because of our intention to provide an elevator to students or teachers, but whatever it may be, the reason, we have an elevator. Management rooms on the same floor, shifting of all management rooms, it has really improved the working. We had to earlier used to cross an ocean of students to meet each other. Now it is easy. Then we had a substation. Now, while it may seem, while some of you may not even know that we have added a substation, but it cost a lot of money and it gave us a lot of power load. This has enabled functioning of a lot of things in the school, like simultaneous operation of auditorium along with the school, which was not done even though the auditorium was ready. A small thing which has developed is a toilet for security guards and van drivers. Now, while it seemed that okay, one toilet doesn't is a big thing, but if you really think about it, I visited 2-3 schools, nobody had that. Nobody had that. So just imagine what would they be doing. Of course, new schools had a provision, or had a toilet for security people and van drivers, but old school didn't have. So that's something which is, which keeps us the thought that 25 years we are into this building. Which toilets were they using? And we had artificial lawn for the first time, which is in the badminton just below the new building. We had, artificial lawn is important because it looks like lawn and it saves a lot of water. So we have, this is just an experiment. We are trying to figure out on how to cover the playground. We started a web portal which was on. We started it last year. We did pilot testing of the passport project. We did which was a project which did not involve a lot of money, but it did involve a lot of efforts from teachers of especially 1st and 4th standard. We established a temple on the premises, which should have been done long back, but again it took some while. Now it is there. One particular thing which I am very happy about is we could smoothen our walls, which hurt a lot of students. Now, smoothing of walls, apart from money, what it took is the feedback of the doctors, of the parents of the students, that it is rough, we get hurt, and we acted upon it. So the first point is feedback, and second point is action. And this did spoil our, the image we had, but it is, to be very honest, it doesn't look as bad as the scar on a small boy's or girl's face would look after the injury. We also had newsletter we gave to everybody, every single child. Earlier it was a paid version, now it is free for every child. We have